Hey everybody, so this is my Samsung Galaxy J4 Plus, and like everything else, it is not immune to the flow of time, and now it is an 8-year-old budget phone. While it never had flagship grade hardware, 2 GB of RAM and 32 GB of storage, the old normal for budget phones now is extremely lacking for all basic and everyday tasks. Unfortunately, it has fallen victim to the older practice of short software support in Android phones, especially budget ones. It is running an 8-year-old Android version, and while older versions are typically supported by most apps, this one is already showing its age. If I want to download a modern, commonly found Chromium-based browser, I simply cannot do it. If I want to download Brave, unfortunately, the newest version will not install in my phone. If I want to download Opera instead, I will get the same issue. I cannot get the basic version. And if for some reason I want to download Microsoft Edge in this phone, well, it seems that I couldn't do it either. So, are you thinking to throw away this phone? Well, a regular user who is planning to use it for their everyday tasks should probably switch to a newer one, but again, this is not my main device, obviously, and as someone who likes to mess around with tech, I want to give a little bit of more life to it. Well, what if there was a way to upgrade the software more than the manufacturer intended and get another version of it with another different style other than One UI? Fortunately, an XDA forums user called Gabriel2392 has released a custom ROM for it, which is the LineageOS 19.1 based on Android 12.1 for this exact phone. While of course it is not the newest version, it is much newer and much more supported than the ancient Android 9 running in it. Instead of running an 8-year-old Android system, we are going to run a 4-year-old Android system, which will be absolutely better for app support, but I wonder how will the old hardware handle this. So there's only one way to see it. Let's take a look and try it. The first step is going to be installing the TWRP custom recovery. Because my bootloader is already unlocked, I only need to boot to the Odin download mode. For this, I'm going to turn off my phone. And now I need to get it to boot to the download mode. I will go ahead and plug one end of a USB cable into my PC. And now this awful abomination of a port called micro USB into the phone, but not now. I will only let it sit like this. And as far as I remember, I need to hold these two volume up and down buttons to get to the download mode. And then plug in the cable. So I start holding them now, and now I should plug in the cable to a computer now. And from the blue light we can turn the phone to the screen side, and we can see that we are finally in the bootloader. For a second I thought my screen had some issue, like right here. You see custom. Turns out it's just some weird font that Samsung used. Well, now let's click volume up. And now we are in the download mode. I will go ahead and download the software called Odin in my phone, and then I will flash the TWRP. Hell yeah, we're in TWRP now. And now what we gotta do is we gotta flash the actual custom ROM. But the thing is, how do we get the custom ROM here? Well, we need to get it on an SD card maybe, so let me grab one real quick and do it. So here I have the SD card and yeah, it's 256 gigabytes, but guys, hold on, I bought it before the memory crisis, if anybody cares. And now I'm going to put it into the phone. Wait, where is the slot? I just can't find. It's right there. Just, I think, put it back in. And now I hope TWRP will unlock. Yeah, does touch works, it's fine. So I guess now I can try mount micro SD card. It's already mounted, so I can go back and probably wipe data cache in Dalvik. I don't really know what they have to do out of it, so I can do advanced wipe, and I can do Dalvik data and cache probably. I don't really know this by memory, but I know that something like this should be wiped from other YouTubers I have watched. And I just go and wipe this. Fail to mount data, fail to mount storage, so probably it cannot access the software, the storage. Maybe I have to format the data. So now I do access, yes, format the data. Back. And can I install it already now? Well, I'm going to try and see what happens. Install. Select storage. Micro SD card. Okay. The files are not loading. What? Mount. SD card is mounted. I have no idea why that doesn't work. But now if you go to install. Oh, now I can see SD card. I remember it used to work before, really. Do you need to maybe reboot it? Something is wrong with it. I don't know. I can reboot the recovery again. Hell yeah, it works now. Has a lot of personal stuff, and so I'm probably going to keep this blurred, but if I go down and I find LineageOS, I can click on that sweet file and hopefully enjoy a new operating system. But will it go right? I have some experience with Android modding and older phones and stuff, so they throw surprises out of nowhere, but I really hope it works fine. Maybe it will flash, or maybe it won't. Who can say that? Well, we're off to not so great start, but I guess who cares about some error? Let's click OK and start. English United States, it's fine for me. Date and time, well, wait, what is mine date and time? Bro, really thought that it was 2023 now. Well, I see a SIM card missing error. Wait, I'm going to adjust my tripod so you can see it better. And unfortunately, this phone has some networking problems, I think with the antenna or the modem chip, and mobile data or any kind of mobile connection except Wi-Fi will simply not work in it. That's not a good thing because I will not be able to test how the calling and texting and mobile data will work in it, but I guess for a testing device I don't really care about data and stuff. Update lineage recovery. Well, I'm not sure I really want some lineage recovery. TWRP is fine for me. I've never tried this. I guess I will, of course, I will help improve this as much as I can. Navigation, I get gesture navigation, 2-button navigation, 3-button navigation. Well, I never actually have tried the real gestures in this phone because Android 9 simply did not support it. Well, it's time to try it. Protect your phone. How about no and this no, start. And we're finally at the desktop of the LineageOS. Damn bro, it looks so clean. And I didn't install any G apps or anything like Google services. So wait, how do I open the apps? I have gallery, music, settings, a telephone, something that messaging, yeah, messaging, contacts, browser, and well, camera. Does the camera work? Well, it does work, and I don't know how good is it because by default it's not a really good phone and not a really good camera, but I mean it does work. So far, I think it looks really clean. And now how about I get Google Play services in here? Guys, don't be mad at me, but I want to get a Google Play Store. Well, of course, we are not getting the full G apps, and we need to get ARM-based G apps so that they will actually work better in it and they will actually be compatible with it. So I need to get ARM-based G apps and very minimalistic ones. Important: if you reboot into LineageOS before installing Google Apps, you must factory reset and then install them, otherwise expect crashes. This also applies when you're experiencing issues and want to try an older or other package of these apps. Well, it seems that I have to wipe this thing again. I'm going to first download some GApps into my SD card and then I will factory reset this again. No clue if it's like that for everybody or this is just a one-off scenario, but I think I found the first bug in this custom ROM. Well, if we want to do a file transfer and I try to copy the file into the SD card, with this phone, for example, for some reason I just can't do it. It just doesn't copy at all. But I can view the inside and maybe I can copy to the internal storage and use the phone to copy this to the SD card. Well, let's see. Fortunately, it seems to have worked alright with the actual internal storage, so can we move it to the SD card now? Well, move to and let's select the SD card, move to here, and will it work now? Couldn't move one item. This file was not moved. So maybe something with the SD card is broken here. It's not a really good thing, but it's not the worst bug in the world too. So let's put the SD card into another phone, connect another phone to my PC, and then copy it and then put it back in. So now let's try it, hopefully the last time. I go to wipe and I factory reset the device. And now I go back and I go install. And I pick the BitG apps and I just try installing it, I think. So the first time when I was waiting, it unfortunately crashed at mounting vendor step, and I had to force restart it by holding power button and volume down button. But fortunately, the second time actually worked because I first went into mount and mounted the vendor. So maybe it had something to do with this, or maybe it just needed the restart, or maybe it was just a one-off issue. I don't really know at all what went wrong because I'm not really too much experienced in this. As I said, this is the first time I am flashing a custom ROM and it actually works without any brick. So it seems that GApps are going to be there, so let's reboot the system. And hope for the best that it will work. So yeah, again it thinks it's like 2023 and something, so now it should be better, and well, let's not worry about that. Again, well, I don't know if I should put lineage recovery in here. Maybe that was a mistake to not put it here, but maybe TWRP is better. I have never tried it, so I guess I'll still leave it now. Yeah, just an navigation is fine. Alright, let's start. And will we have Google Play services here? We actually have. We actually freaking have Google Play services now. You see how cool it is? It's the old Google Play stuff, and I wish I could just get rid of the Google app if I don't need it, of course, and I would only need the Google Play Store, but it seems very, very outdated for some reason. Will it automatically update? I guess I'll try to sign into my account now. And once I set everything up, I logged into my account. I just tried this OS and just can't believe how fluid it is in this old phone. It's basically almost stock Android. LineageOS is really minimalistic one, and it just runs really fluid, really smooth. I don't know if I'll be able to do the smoothness test, obviously this phone is not anything like, it does lag of course, but I meant the Bro, it really does lag. And the thing I'm trying to say is I'm used to One UI as I have and still am using it in many devices, but while it's feature rich and very capable, their design language vastly differs from stock or near stock Android. And sometimes it's just nice to try a ROM like this, experience the minimalistic side of Android. It's not the smoothest as it's a not so capable hardware and of course a 60Hz display, but still I feel really good trying this LineageOS port. One UI honestly is a good OS when it's running in hardware that can handle it and the version is new. But now that I think about it, I just keep thinking of the fact that Samsung blocked bootloader unlocking with their new One UI versions, and while I do understand the point of it, I still think about the opportunities lost. Modern Samsungs will receive many years of updates to the extent where many people will upgrade just for upgrading or because of an aging battery before the phones lose their software support. It's good that at least in the new ones there will no longer be a need to extend the software support unofficially. And staying on the default ROM of course will give the best security and will work as intended for your own device. But at the same time, this also minimizes the freedom on your own phone as you can't install a ROM, a custom tweak, or perhaps a different recovery mode and so on. But at least at least I can go to the Google Play Store now, wait for it to load, get past the annoying Google bloatware, and this too, and Timu and Claude get the hell out of here, and so to search, and can I download Brave now? Well, maybe I can. I get Opera, I get Vivaldi, also in the ads. Well, yeah, and we have Brave now. We have, most importantly, what do we have here? I will show you. Wait, where is the Android version? What? Bro, just. Bro, what most importantly, we have Android 12 here. The new era of Android design here. Look at this clock, look at this really great design in my opinion. And the Android updates just don't hit the same after this. It's not really an exciting Easter egg, but what does it really need to be? Well, I'm getting a bit philosophical here, so maybe it's time to end this video. And maybe I will give some feedback, maybe in YouTube or in YouTube Shorts, of how my journey with the custom ROM is going with this one. So basically, how great will it run and what will it be able to do. But for now, I guess it's time to end this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.